Silent Hill is a pretty known survival horror series that doesn't need an introduction, so here's 25 facts that I'll be throwing out there. Norman Reedus has been in a Silent Hill game prior to Silent Hills. He was in Silent Hill 3, not as an actual playable character by any means, but he was on a magazine inside the game. The cover of the magazine is a photo from the 2000 film Gossip, in which Norman Reedus appears alongside James Marsden and Lena Headey. The ominous siren that provides a warning system that gives you the dread for the transition from the real world to the other world is originally based on a siren that's used in David Lynch's Industrial Symphony. Akira Yamaoka had taken over 100 footsteps recordings for Silent Hill 2. Both Heather Mason from Silent Hill 3 and Cynthia Velasquez from Silent Hill 4 make an appearance in Dance Dance Revolution Extreme for the PlayStation 2 for the USA port. Heather appearing in You're Not Here and Cynthia appearing in Your Rain Rage Remix. Originally, Newbark Town in the game Pokemon Gold and Silver was originally named Silent Hills. Due to the first Silent Hill game being released about 8 months prior, however, to the actual Japanese release of Gold and Silver in early 99, it may have possibly led to the renaming. Whenever people bring up Silent Hills, they only ever bring up Kojima and Del Toro. The master of horror manga himself, Junji Ito, was also a director for the cancelled Silent Hills. The Shiba Inu from the dog ending of Silent Hill 2 is actually named Mira. One of the biggest inspirations for Silent Hill is Jacob's Ladder, from the similar feeling of the metal gratings to the twitching buff guy. Due to this, they gave a homage to the director Adrian Lyne with the Linehouse Key. In Silent Hill 3, when you are in the other world of the Hilltop Center, there is a reference to the movie Session 9. For whatever reason, there's a pretty huge misconception amongst the masses that Silent Hill is influenced by Centralia, Pennsylvania, which it's not, like, at all. It only would appear in the first 2006 live action. Silent Hill is actually located in Maine, New England. There are many hints throughout the series implying so. James's dead wife, Mary Sunderland, was actually in James's backseat the whole time while he was looking for her in Silent Hill 2. Konami had lost the source code to Silent Hill 2 and 3, which is one of the many reasons why the HD collection had bombed, as the only source code available was an unfinished beta version. The model that was used for the death of Harry Mason in Silent Hill 3 is actually the same model used for the corpse in front of the TV in Silent Hill 2, which is James's model. Prior to both Maria and Heather, Sybil Bennett from Silent Hill 1 is actually the first playable female character, which was in Silent Hill play novel. Lisa Garland was never murdered by Kaufman. Masahiro Ito stated that he believes that Lisa may have died from overdosing on the PTV that Kaufman had given her. Lisa's last name also is borrowed from the last name of the actress Judy Garland, who coincidentally had died from drug overdose. This isn't a fact by any means, but more of a cop-out nonetheless. But regardless, I still wanted to share. But Angela from Silent Hill 2 may have possibly inspired Mayu from the Elfen Lied series. Take this with a grain of salt, but it came out a year after Silent Hill 2 did. In terms of backstory and appearance, Angela and Mayu were both homeless teenagers that were runaways who were raped by their fathers and emotionally abused by their mothers. They also share androphobia, which is the fear of men, that manifests in their reactions towards the male characters surrounding them. You learn about Mayu's backstory in the 5th episode of Elfen Lied. Mayu coincidentally even finds a dog named James. Takayoshi Sato has to be one of the most inspirational individuals from the world of gaming, or just, in general. This dude literally spent 2.5 years of his life making the FMVs in Silent Hill all by himself. Just take into account, like, the technology at the time, and just holy crap. So what really sets Silent Hill from the rest of the other horror media is that the monsters serve more of a purpose than just looking the part. They are symbolic and are a physical manifestation of the guilt, emotions, and fears of the characters. Yes, I know that fact is pretty obvious, especially for fans of the series, but there are a lot of people who I even personally know that have played through the games that didn't even know that. So if you have a save file of Silent Hill 2 during your playthrough of Silent Hill 3, once you examine the mailbox in the Daisy Villa apartments, Heather will say, "There's no letter from a dead wife or otherwise," which is obviously a reference to Mary. Many of the street names in Silent Hill are named after real people. Block Street after Robert Bloch, Bachman Road after Stephen King's pen name Richard Bachman, Jonathan Carroll after Carroll Street, etc., etc. You get the point. Lisa is the most reoccurring character in the franchise. She's made an appearance in Silent Hill, Silent Hill Play Novel, Silent Hill 3, Silent Hill Origins, Silent Hill Shattered Memories, Silent Hill Book of Memories, the Cage of Cradle comic, and the live adaptation film. The make and model for the vehicle Harry Mason was driving in the first Silent Hill game is a Jeep YJ Wrangler. Silent Hill Origins was originally titled Silent Hill Original Sin. Silent Hill Shattered Memories wasn't always going to be just a reimagining of the first game. Prior to Shattered Memories, there was a new installment planned, and that project was Silent Hill Cold Heart. It had a depressed 19-year-old female college student named Jessica Chambers. It would have been more of a survival horror experience than the casual one that we got, including a body temperature system requiring Jessica to scavenge for food and clothing in the cold. So that's really all I got to throw out there. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I just hope that you have a good one. Peace.